What's going on YouTube? Benable Straw is back with another Envoy exclusive video for you guys today, and we're going to be going over the Phoenix Force team. Here you guys see a new Dark Phoenix Omega Red. That's going to be a 2-star epic character that you guys are going to be able to unlock through a Kyln tower. We're going to get into that at the end of the video. We got some kits and we got some updates to Phoenix, so let's go ahead and boil it down. Rising from Carbonadium Ashes, the artwork for Omega Red Dark Phoenix looks absolutely incredible. I never thought a character like this would be coming to Marvel Strike Force, but here we are in 2025. The Phoenix Force. The Phoenix Force, a powerful cosmic entity capable of destroying entire planets or rejuvenating life across the galaxy. When it takes a host, chaos and destruction often ensues. And now the Phoenix Forces from across the multiverse are assembling hosts on Nexus Earth in form of the Phoenix Force team. Strike veteran Phoenix is joining forces with the next Phoenix Force host, Omega Red Phoenix Force. This deadly duo will be an absolute menace in Cosmic Crucible, unleashing a hellstorm upon teams on both offense and defense. There'll be a 2-person team for now, unlocking theory crafting possibilities that'll help you tip the scales of judgment in Crucible and put gigantic grins on the faces of the living tribunal. Omega Red Phoenix Force is an epic character, so you'll only have a limited time to earn his shards before they're gone, so read on the important details. Omega Red Phoenix Force. When multiple Phoenix Forces from across the multiverse journeyed to the Nexus universe searching for worthy hosts for their cosmic machinations, one sensed Omega Red's unyielding rage and bonded with him. Now endowed with the inconceivable raw energy, Omega Red immediately transformed into Omega Red Phoenix Force. Omega Red Phoenix Force is a brawler for Phoenix Force, and his high health and damage allow him to strangle enemies while staying in the fight. He's a nightmare with Phoenix and Dark Phoenix at his side, calling her in for an assist on basic and providing her with speed bar, and in Crucible preventing trauma from being applied to his team and preventing enemies from gaining safeguard. Omega Red Phoenix Force is the second character to reduce the duration of all positive effects, allowing him to bypass safeguard. He also features 2 battle-changing awakened abilities. His Awakened Basic reduces the target's max health, while his Awakened Passive prevents his enemies from benefiting from passive max health increases if he has any mythic enemies. Omega Red Dark Phoenix is a villain global mutant brawler Phoenix Force epic with a speed of 120. The basic is Carbonadium Fire. Attack primary and adjacent targets for 250% piercing, apply 2 bleed, and prolong the duration of all negative effects except ability block, stun, and trauma by 1. Very fair. Apply assist now to 1 random Phoenix or Dark Phoenix ally, and the ISO 8 counterattack is right there for 188% piercing. The basic Awakened ISO 8 counterattack assist in Crucible, the damage of this attack reduces the max health of targets by the same amount. The special is Dark Phoenix Crush with an energy cost of 5/5. Apply offense up for 2 turns to self and random Phoenix or Dark Phoenix ally. Attack primary target for 350% damage and apply trauma for 2 turns, 2 bleed for 2 turns, and ability block for 1 turn. Wow. Reduce the duration of all positive effects on primary target by 2. Any positive effect that has a duration of 0 expires instantly, including safeguard. Chain to 4 adjacent targets for 550% damage and apply 2 bleed for 2 turns. Clear all negative effects and all vulnerable on self and all Phoenix and Dark Phoenix allies. This is turn 1. Fill the speed bar of a random Phoenix and Dark Phoenix ally by 50%. If this character has Phoenix or Dark Phoenix ally, gain 1000% extra focus for this attack. So definitely Striker and or Raider if that's your jazz. This attack can chain to stealth targets, cannot be blocked, counterattacked, or dodged. The ultimate is white hot onslaught. That's a mouthful. With an energy cost of 4 out of 6. Flip all positive effects into negative effects on all enemies. Apply defense down, slow, and 2 bleed. Attack all enemies for 400% damage. In Crucible, steal 10% of this character's max health from each enemy and redistribute to self. This bypasses heal block, and this is unavoidable. The passive is Death Incarnate. On enemy turn, steal 2% of this character's max health from all enemies and redistribute to self. This bypasses heal block. So if you're fighting, say, like a Kahori, and you want your enemies to take multiple turns because you're just going to keep stealing percent health, it's going to be crazy. Like, if you go up against a scroll, let him take 1,000,000 turns. He's going to pretty much kill himself. On ally Phoenix or Dark Phoenix Death, transfer all negative effects except stun and trauma from this character to the most injured enemy and attack that enemy for 300% piercing. In Crucible, reduce the duration of all positive effects on that enemy by 2. Any positive effect that has a duration of 0 expires instantly, including Safeguard. On spawn, apply Safeguard to self and a random Phoenix ally. On spawn in Crucible, after all characters on spawn effects, apply Taunt for 2 turns to a random Protector ally that does not have Taunt. If this character does not have any Protector allies that gain Taunt from this passive, fill this character's speed bar by 20% instead. So he said, if there's no Taunters, I'll take the wheel. On spawn in Crucible, on enemy turn, gain 5% speed, up to a maximum of 50%. This does not stack with speed up. Lower the armor of enemies with bleed by 100%. Wow. LDS is looking like a really good game changer here. If this character has a Phoenix or Dark Phoenix ally, this character and all allies cannot gain trauma, and enemies cannot gain Safeguard. Amazing. So you definitely want to have somebody that can revive. Passive Awakened ability upgrade. In Crucible, if this character has any mythic enemies, enemies cannot have their max health increased through passive abilities. And that has been it for Dark Phoenix Omega Red. Phoenix updates. We wanted to give Phoenix the opportunity to use her abilities more reliably, so we increased the ability energy her ultimate starts with, increased her stats considerably, and updated the effect of her passive where she gains Taunt when an ally gains Taunt so that it does not apply to allies that gain Taunt from an on-spawn passive effect like Bishop. This means that when she is joined by a character that has a pre-taunt or in Crucible has an Omega Red Phoenix Force ally and any Protector ally, she won't immediately apply taunt to herself. Very important to note that. We also removed her passive bonus to damage and max health instead of baking those into her base stats. The base stat increases her health stat by 230%, damage stat by 186%, armor stat by 129%, focus stat by 120%, resist stat by 120%. And here are the updates to Phoenix. The basic is Psychic Blast, and the new one is attack primary target for 320% damage and clear 2 positive effects. And the new one also states that you will apply assist now to a random Omega Red Phoenix Force ally. The special was updated to pretty much say the redistribution goes to all Phoenix Force, and pretty much the heal goes to all Phoenix Force allies for 25% of this character's max health. And if this character has 2 or more X-Men allies or an Omega Red Phoenix Force ally, attack primary target for 320% damage, copy all negative effects, excluding stun, trauma, from this character to the primary target. If this character has an Omega Red Phoenix Force ally, clear all negative effects on this character. Now, the ultimate of Phoenix Force had an energy cost of 6 out of 8, and now the energy cost is 8 out of 8. It does the same thing, but now you will clear all negative effects from self and all X-Men allies and Phoenix Force allies, and this attack cannot be blocked or counterattacked, and this will have an awakened ability. If this character has an Omega Red Phoenix Force ally or 2 or more X-Men allies, generate 3 ability energy for a random Phoenix Force ally, i.e. Omega Red. And we're going to have updates to the passive here. That's the old one there. The new one states, on spawn, apply defense up for 2 turns to self and all X-Men and Phoenix Force allies. Whenever an ally gains taunt that's not from an on-spawn passive ability, gain taunt for 2 turns. And the passive also has awakened abilities. In Crucible, if this character has an Omega Red Phoenix Force ally, on spawn, clear exhausted from a random Omega Red Phoenix Force ally. We also have updates to Dark Phoenix. We really wanted to make Dark Phoenix and Omega Red Phoenix Force a power duo similar to Longshot and Shatterstar or Icarus and Cersei when they debuted. However, because Dark Phoenix doesn't enter the battle until Phoenix dies, it was possible to kill Omega Red Phoenix Force before Dark Phoenix was ever summoned. To be able to combat this, we added a revive specifically for Omega Red Phoenix Force to help ensure that they have the chance to play together. Base stat increases for Dark Phoenix. Our health goes up by 126%, the damage goes up by 181%, the armor goes up by 84%, and the focus goes up by 91%, as well as the resistance. The basic is Immolation. Now, the new one is going to only apply assist now to a random Omega Red Phoenix Force ally. And the special is Vitality Drain. The new one states that you will clear all ability block and bleed from self from all allies. Apply 2 regeneration to all X-Men and Phoenix Force allies. If this character has an Omega Red Phoenix Force ally or 2 or more X-Men allies, gain speed up for 2 turns. And in Crucible, revive a dead Omega Red Phoenix Force ally with 65% health. Clear all negative effects from a random Omega Red Phoenix Force ally. Fill speed bar by 50% of a random Omega Red Phoenix Force ally. And heal a random Omega Red Phoenix Force ally for 25% of this character's max health. Wow. That's the special. That's the special. The ultimate is Phoenix Unleashed. The new one states, if this character has an Omega Red Phoenix Force ally or 2 or more X-Men allies, generate 3 ability energy for self. Now you have an ultimate awakened ability upgrade in Crucible. If this character has an Omega Red Phoenix Force ally, apply trauma and ability block to the primary target. Very nice. And the passive awakened ability is in Crucible. If this character has an Omega Red Phoenix Force ally, on spawn, clear exhausted from a random Omega Red Phoenix Force ally. And that has been it for the Phoenix upgrades. Now, how to unlock the 2-star Phoenix Force Omega Red. Kyln, Forged in Fire. And yes, we do have a chart with the requirements to unlock this 2-star Omega Red. The infamous interstellar prison Kyln houses Omega Red Phoenix Force's character shards. Blast off with key squads to smash your way through cells to earn the right to unlock him. And I don't believe there's a leaderboard attached to this one, ladies and gentlemen. Omega Red Phoenix Force is only a 2-star unlock. So grab up as many shards before they are gone. Flee with Cosmic Fire. You're sealed off in a small section of Kyln this time around. Kyln Forged in Fire only contains 20 total cells to battle through in order to escape with Omega Red Phoenix Force shards, and you can only battle with 3 character squads based on each cell's trait requirements. All players level 60 and above are encouraged to join this prison break, but the requirements for each cell increase as you go along. The requirements for Kyln, or the Kyln rules, is that there are no cooldown periods for characters after a battle. Health and ability persists between battles and players and enemies. Characters can't be healed between battles, and you'll remain in the same cell after losing a battle, and you will not drop down. Restarting a run will drop you down to floor 1, heal your characters, and reset your score. Completing a cell earns a milestone reward. The cell requirements and unlocking Omega Red Phoenix Force. Our top strike scientists have found a way to activate the full power of Jean Grey and Hercules to help you escape. Game mode and character prerequisites, example, if this character has 3 or more Immortal X-Men allies, will be considered fully met with Kyln's walls during this event. Choose your squads based on the below traits, but keep in mind that Hercules and Jean Grey will be extremely powerful. Here is the list here for you guys. Cells 1 to 10 has no restrictions. No ISO 8 requirements either. Cells 11 has A-Force, recommended commander level of 70 with green L3. Cell number 12 has X-Men at level 70 with green L3. Cell number 13 has Avengers at level 70 with green L3. And that is enough for 2 yellow stars on Omega Red. Very, 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 very free-to-play friendly. So this really shows me that they want to be able to change the way epic characters are come about, because when Captain Britain came out, it was either you had him and then you suffered, or you didn't have him and you wish you had him. But this is so much better than before. My goodness. Cell number 14 is A-Force with level recommendation of 95, blue L3. Cell 15 is X-Men, L95 with blue L3. And the Avengers trait in cell 16 is going to be level 95, blue 3, enough for 3 yellow stars. All right, moving down to cell 17 with A-Force, recommending level 100, purple L3. Cell 18 is X-Men, level 100, purple 3. The cell 19 is Avengers, level 100, purple 3. And cell 20 is Avengers or X-Men, L3, level 100, enough for 4 yellow stars. Similar to Undying Zombies, Omega Red Phoenix Force will only be available for a limited time before his shards are gone. You can get your hands on these character shards through Kyln, Forged in Fire, and special offers in the store. See the chart below for the cell requirements and how many possible shards you can earn for Omega Red Phoenix Force. And the red stars, race to 105 milestone. Get rewarded for powering up your roster with the race to 105 milestone. Score points by powering up your roster and hitting new commander levels. Milestones will reward precious Omega Red and Phoenix Force red stars, so you don't want to miss out on this red hot event. The Kyln Forged in Fire start date, the universe's most important prison escape, begins on January 27th at 1 p.m. Pacific. Don't miss it and unlock Omega Red Phoenix Force today. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below about the new team, the Phoenix Force. I'm definitely very intrigued on how the 2-star unlock for everybody is going to go, and it is going to be a bloodbath in Crucible. I will catch you all in the next one.